Motogp is back in Brno and back in action as world champion Jorge Martin in the Grand Prix of Czechia. 2025 tips into its second half with round 12 bringing the world's fastest riders back to the jaw-dropping undulation of Brno, which lies a short drive from the Czech Republic's beautiful second city. With the summer break and the beach beckoning, sprint action is next live. It's time for Motogp. Well, Grand Prix motorcycle racing took place in the old Czechoslovakia, as it was known back then, in 1965 on a street circuit. We first moved to the current layout in 1987. This, the 34th time that Brno has hosted a MotoGP race. And what a track this is. Hard braking, great overtaking opportunities, fast flowing sections, high speed change direction, spectacular undulation. It just has a little bit of everything, doesn't it? The brilliant Brno back here for the first time since 2020. Turns 1, 3 and 5 the most demanding in the braking zones. Overtaking hotspots, as mentioned, a lot of them, including the climb up into Horsepower Hill. This was 7 long years ago now. What a battle this was. Lorenzo Marquez de Vizioso, a classic back in 2018. Well, at his beloved Sachsenring in Germany, 6 days ago, it was Marc Marquez who fired away from pole position, and he made the early running as Pedro Acosta crashed out of top 6 contention early on the factory KTM. He slid off at turn 2. At turn 1 there was plenty of drama, wasn't there? As Fabio Di Gianantonio and then fellow Italian Marco Bezzecchi both crashed out of second place, which put Alex Marquez, the injured Alex Marquez, up into yet another second spot. Pecco Bagnaia promoted onto the podium, but there is no stopping Marc Marquez in 2025 as he took a 9th MotoGP success, all refarming over the finish line. His viral celebration, which has been watched well over 65 million times on Instagram alone. It has been wet at times on our return to Brno, but thankfully coming up in just under half an hour's time, it looks like we are set fair for a full dry 10-lap sprint, as Marc Marquez looks set to mount a strong challenge for what would be sprint number 11 of 12 rounds so far. He really has cashed in big style on Sprint Saturday so far this year. As mentioned in the build-up, well, we welcome back Jorge Martin, the reigning world champion, after his long-running injury nightmare. Is that finally over? Martin will go from 12th place on the grid on the factory Aprilia. This morning in Q1 and Q2, well, we had plenty of drama, certainly coming the way of Italian Pecco Bagnaia, who becomes just the 9th rider in MotoGP history to top Q1 and then top Q2 and take pole position. Qualifying pole is all well and good, but Bagnaia wants some big points here as he heads into the summer break. He's on a front row, which is also features Marc Marquez, 83 points clear of brother Alex in the World Championship. There was drama as well for Marc at the end of Q2. Less than a second after Johan Zarco had crashed out of top 6 contention at turn 13, as it looked like he was on course for what would have been career pole 74 in MotoGP with just 2 corners remaining. Marc Marquez distracted briefly by the Zarco incident ahead of him. Well, he too tasted gravel in that penultimate corner. Second place though on the grid will go Marquez. What a front row it is. Bagnaia, Marc in second place. Fabio Quartararo on the factory Yamaha. His 6th front row start in 12 rounds coming up very, very shortly, over 10 laps. Marco Bezzecchi's had an eventful weekend. He leads row 2 in 4th place. He was down on the floor in Q2 this morning at turn 1. His 3rd crash of the weekend so far. And then 2 outstanding performances on the second row. Joan Mir, 5th fastest for the official factory Honda.
Live malam ini, Sprint Race Motogp Inggris 2026, Marc Marquez menggila menang. Ya sobat, malam ini akan berlangsung sesi Sprint Race Motogp Inggris 2026, kalian bisa nonton di Spotivi. Marco Bezzecchi kembali ke aksi MotoGP dengan memimpin dominasi Aprilia pada sesi latihan hari Jumat untuk Grand Prix Inggris 2026. Bezzecchi, yang kembali mengendarai race GP untuk pertama kalinya sejak mengalami patah tulang selangkah sebelum jeda musim panas di Sachsenring, memecahkan rekor putaran, unggul 0,335 detik dari pembalap Trackhouse, Raul Fernandez. Fabio Di Gianantonio dari VR46 Ducati menjadi satu-satunya pembalap yang memisahkan dominasi Aprilia dengan menempati posisi ketiga, mengungguli pemimpin klasemen Jorge Martin serta rekan setim Fernandez, Ai Ogura. Juara bertahan Marc Marquez sempat memimpin posisi teratas sebelum akhirnya finish di urutan ke-6. Sementara itu, rekan setimnya, Francisco Bagnaia, dan pembalap KTM, Pedro Acosta, melakukan kesalahan di saat-saat terakhir. Bagnaia kehilangan posisinya di 10 besar dan harus menjalani kualifikasi 1 pada hari Sabtu. Alex Marquez, yang memimpin sesi FP1, melanjutkan performa apiknya di awal sesi sore itu saat seluruh pembalap beralih menggunakan ban depan hard, yang menjadi pilihan utama, dikombinasikan dengan ban belakang soft atau medium. Raul Fernandez, dan kemudian Ogura, sempat memimpin catatan waktu berkat penggunaan ban belakang soft yang baru. Saat fase time attack dimulai dengan ban baru di depan maupun belakang, Acosta melesat ke posisi puncak. Namun, itu tak bertahan lama. Alex Marquez bereaksi sebelum sang kakak, Marc, menunjukkan taringnya dengan memecahkan rekor pole position Fabio Quartararo tahun 2025 saat sesi menyisakan waktu 10 menit. Namun, justru sesama kandidat juara, Ogura dan Di Gianantonio, yang menjadi pembalap pertama yang mencatatkan waktu putaran di kisaran 1 menit 56 detik. Pada putaran terakhir, Fernandez melesat dari posisi ke-7 ke posisi pertama, sebelum Bezzecchi mencatatkan waktu impresif 1 menit 56,280 detik. Joan Mir dan Jack Miller membawa Honda dan Yamaha lolos ke kualifikasi 2 dengan menempati posisi ke-8 dan ke-9, sementara Acosta bertahan di posisi ke-10. Pembalap tuan rumah Cal Crutchlow tampil memukau layaknya masa kejayaannya dengan sempat menempati posisi ke-14, sebelum akhirnya finish di urutan ke-20 dari total 23 pembalap. Berikut, jadwal sprint race, Motogp Inggris 2026.